You're listening to the podcast.
Silhouette and I strap shoes on my feet. Got to find a reason things went wrong. Got to find a
Dark Mode. Presented by FPP Broadcasting. This week's episode is number 14. Now, I've received a little bit of criticism, a little bit of a flack, I guess you could say, for this pick. You know who you are. Nah, I'm actually not talking about anyone specifically. People are a little shocked about this one. I'm not gonna lie though. I've received some interesting comments. But number 14 is Sublime. Yeah. Couldn't be happier to have the first it's true reggae band. I guess Real Big Fish is like ska, and that's like derivative of reggae. I'm already honorable mentioning Real Big Fish, even though they're like a couple picks away or behind. Sublime definitely carried the way for them, man, and carried the way for like a lot of music. I was literally shocked to find out when their first album came out. I mean, they released a couple things, I guess, before it maybe, but like 1992, 40 Ounces to Freedom. Now, if you haven't heard this album, I highly recommend it. It's nearly illegal on how flawless it is. Truly and honestly, and even visually. You picture it in your mind. But Nathan recently put me onto this album, and I know the hits off of it, obviously, but listening to this whole album front to back, it's like it's unreal, man. I would this is about all right, this is where the flack and criticism and hate and death threats are going to come in, but I'm going to say 40 Ounces to Freedom is literally I think it's literally like the best album that's been on the top 20 list. Like, I honestly, dude, this album is like, it's so rough, and yet it's just like, it flows, and I've got the whole album stuck in my head. I literally can't go listen to just one song anymore off of it. I have to listen to the whole thing. It just dude. I don't know what Sublime was doing when they made this album, but they were literally having like the time of their lives, dude. That's all I gotta say. Or they were going through straight hell. I don't know. But like, it is just so perfect, man. It's incredible. I gotta thank Nate for that one. But I really gotta thank Hunter, man. I mean, he's the one who like got us into Sublime. I recently asked him where he found him, and it was off of a Tony Hawk Pro Skater game. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. But man, I just remember loving all those hits that Hunter had like on his like iPod, man. Like Smoke Two Joints obviously is like that one. I feel like that one should be less iconic than it is, but it is like regarded as like iconic. It's a great song. I'm not like saying anything bad about it, but 54-46, dude, that honestly, that was probably my favorite like Sublime song for like a long time. And Nathan pointed out it's a cover. And I was like, oh my god, it just makes me like it more, honestly, because it's so unique. Like, it, you know, obviously it's a little bit the same, but like, I mean, come on, like, I'm pretty sure they add the second part of the song too. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, Ball and Chain, man, like, I don't actually know. I'm not actually gonna look that up. Bad Fish is great, man. I feel like I didn't know this song, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, bro. And also, I've gotten ahead of myself. I need to back it up a little bit. This album, hold on. 1 second, I gotta look this up. Okay, so I just looked up, like, how Google defines this album, and the genre is ska punk reggae rock. And while I agree with that, it's so much more. It's literally just straight punk. It's literally just straight rock and straight reggae. Like, you don't even have to like mix them together. Like, it's incredible, man. The sampling they use in it, like, it makes it sound all different too. Like obviously they have like the same sound, but like the songs themselves are like different every time because you don't really know what to expect, and yet the album flows. The songs go into each other, man, and it sounds cohesive as like fuck, you know? I'm just like, God, like, this is amazing. Yeah, Sublime was like close to the top 20. Probably like before diving into them. I was like probably gonna rank them like on like the 40s, maybe like 30s. But then I listened through their other two albums, man, and I was like, oh my God. Okay, so if we're going in chronological order, Robin the Hood. This album is weird, bro. It is weird, dude. Hold on, I gotta find the song that comes in, dude. It's not even like a song. It's just like this guy, Rayleigh Theodore Sakers or whatever his name is. I don't even know what this is from, but it is some of the nastiest shit. I don't even know where it came from. It's amazing though, man. This album flows like the same way too. It's definitely not as good, and honestly, I'd probably rank it at like an 8. But they literally like hint to like Santeria in like the next album to come, which I know is like probably like their most popular song, right? Or is it What I Got? Or is it Doing Time? It's definitely not Caress Me Down. But this middle album feels interesting because it's not super memorable. But when it's on, you're like, oh yeah, I remember this one, you know, and it's like you like sing along for like a second. It's got Gwen Stefani too, like, I don't know. It's just interesting. It's just like, what is this album? But then the next one, man, Sublime. That's, oh dude. It's really messed up, man. But I'm gonna give it a 9. It's not a perfect album. It's a little bit lacking in some parts, mostly towards like the end. Like, obviously, it starts off with like What I Got, Wrong Way, and you know, the Miami Riot song in Santeria, and like, you know, those are amazing. Pawn Shop's a little bit farther down, but then like, you know, I mean, it's like it's not horrible, but it's just kind of like, all right, and then you just want to get to the end where it's Caress Me Down, the reprised version of What I Got, and Doing Time, man. Like, that's what you want to get to. You just kind of have to like get through it real quick. But I'd say it's a pretty even 9. I'd say that. You know, I've gotten really ahead of myself. I just kind of went into this. Yeah, that was the albums. You should definitely listen to all of them. They're all amazing. And, you know, if reggae is not your thing, I mean, listen, they got punk, they got dub, they got wub. Oh, man.
They're like the coordinates of like important places to him. To David. Are you shooting?
What are these numbers, Drew? What does it mean, Drew?
I think they're written in human blood.
Blood?
It's just a corny thing to do, you know.
Yeah, it is, man. They need to fix this place up.
That would be really
There ain't shit in these, Drew. There ain't What the fuck?
We should become surfer guys.
We don't live anywhere next to the surf.
We live close fucking enough.
Oh, God.
Closer than like 90% of America.
Drew, we literally live like right here.
No doubt. We live right here. That's our house.
This place.
Yeah, it's right next to the orange groves.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. A couple of them fell.
Oh my god, I've never noticed these cars.
Yeah. Did you notice it says Orlando right here? In tentacles? Yeah.
Orlando, that's...
And then there's like, I think like some construction, because that's like another theme of Orlando. That one's the biggest reach to me. I don't know if you put that on your octopus.
I just don't understand. There's only one. If it like went down,
No,
maybe. It does go down. All right, maybe I kind of get it. That's kind of
Just 3 little tiny cranes.
That's kind of dumb though. I don't know.
Space heater? Why is it over here? The heating over here?
A space heater.
Yo, literally me. Like, that's literally me, dude. It's me, man.
You're a light bulb.
It's fucking me, bro.
I'm not actually gonna open it.
It just feels like a party when they're on, man. Like I was playing through their albums at work, except for the parts where they get pretty nasty. You know, it's like, oh, yeah. The Rayleigh soliloquy like song, like, dude, I was like, I've got to turn this down right now. Someone's about to come over here and like kill me, because the kitchen I work at's like a half like open kitchen, so like if my music's too loud, people can hear it. Like customers, and you know, I care about the customer because they give us money. I'm not getting into this, but yeah, man, it just feels like a party. The genres mix so well, and it's just it truly. This might be the hottest take yet, but I think it's the most dynamic band on the top 20 list. Like it's almost progressive in how and how non-traditional it is. like I don't know, man. It's just like perfect music. It's truly inspiring, man. Which leads me into my next segment and why this band is ranked so high above everyone else, man. Taking you back to the Battle of the Bands, where the legendary new hit band Shenanigans takes home a gold medal, a plaque, a literal plaque, a plaque saying that Shenanigans was the best band of all time. No, I'm just kidding. No, but Shenanigans did win. We did win Battle of the Bands, man, and like honestly, I'm still shocked to this day. I really am, man, because there were way better bands there. Way better bands that have been like bands with like actual musicians, you know, like ones that like like did it like almost like professionally, I feel like, or masterfully. I don't even know. I mean, you know, we were good, but like we did not deserve to win. Hey, listen, I'm grateful for it. You don't got to tell me nothing, all right, man. I am truly blessed because, listen, man, we wanted it. We did. We had the ambition. We followed the rules, man. There was a time limit. A lot of bands went over, man. We were like, we had practiced so much before the actual like Battle of the Bands, being like, listen, we have to get it under 10 minutes, bro. We cut our songs down. We sped them up, you know. We timed ourselves. And we had one cover. And that was What I Got by Sublime. Now, an interesting backstory to how we actually covered this song. We played a gig before the Battle of the Bands, obviously. It was for a thing called Third Saturday, and looking back on it, man, it was just so, oh my god, it was so sad, really, because if you don't know what Third Saturday was, it was basically the copy of First Friday. And if you don't know what First Friday it is it's literally just like a get together at like this like district. It was called Railroad Square, and there was like little like shops, places to eat, you know. Well, not really too many places to eat, more places to get drinks at. Now there's a whole brewery there, which is kind of cool. But yeah, First Friday was the popular one where like all like the cool kids who weren't mainstream would get together, and they would listen to local bands play, and you know, do just all kinds of crazy things. Do a little have a little like get together, you know. It was like First Friday. It was the first Friday of every month. That's why it's called that. On the third Saturday. It was the literally the saddest thing I've ever seen, man. It is like we had some bad shows. I'll be honest, man. We had some bad gigs, but this one, in my opinion, was the worst one, because I'm pretty sure at some points we were like playing for like no one. Like people just like literally just like walking by, and like not even like lots of people. Like I think the most people who like actually ended up watching us were like maybe 5 people. Like it was like why are we? It was like the middle of the day too. It was like hot. We were just like, this sucks. I mean, we were like the first band of the day, so like that might have been like a part of it. We were like the super openers, because we really didn't play a lot of gigs, and like we were like brand new. We were like high schoolers, man. I don't think I could even drive at this point. Well, you know, I waited to get my license. That's a whole different story. Yeah, and so we played this gig, and like we're like I was depressed after it. I know I was literally like I was like, bro, can we like never like do this again? Like this was like the worst thing ever. Like obviously at the time I was like probably like psyched that we played a show, just the adrenaline from it, but like, and I was probably happy that no one was watching us. But at the same time I wasn't. But yeah, this next band goes on, and they're older, right? Like, obviously they're older, you know, they got better stuff, better equipment. They know what they're doing. They play a cover of What I Got. And I'm pretty sure it was Hunter who was like, yeah, we gotta cover this. This is gonna be easy. We can like do the reprise version, and like it'll sound like a little different. And we changed the lyrics too, so you know, we could sing it at the Battle of the Bands, but because some of those lyrics you really can't say. I think that was also another like point system, was if like if it was like child friendly, because there was kids. It was supposed to be for high schoolers, you know, like you can't be like cursing on stage, you know. I mean, you know, maybe now you can a little more get away with it, but like back then in the 2010s, Brian, early 2010s, nah, man, that was a different time. But yeah, we won Battle of the Bands, man. We played this song and people loved it. We sped it up, and like me and Hunter sang it, man, and Nathan shredded on guitar. Drew freaking keeping that beat. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna leave a link to like the video, because yes, there is video of the legendary Shenanigans Battle of the Bands performance, and it's truly timeless. The song What I Got It, not our performance. No, our performance is too, because it's just cute. Like looking back on seeing us now, I was like, wow. I was like, like literally like 10 years ago, man. Isn't that crazy? Like it'll be like 10 years in like a couple months probably. But truly, man, I don't know. I'm still in shock. Been stuck on this boss for so long now.
Dear brother,
God, I hate this guy.
I'm on my way.
Like literally, I've been stuck on this for so many. I've died like over 10 times. I'm kind of losing my mind. I get very close. This is actually the cutscene for the second half of this boss fight. They're brothers though, but like, I mean, yeah.
For that is our curse.
No, listen, you don't gotta do this. I just want to get past this part, man. beat it. Please let this be the last time that I face you freaking brothers. All right, well, I guess I'll go into honorable mentions now. I seem to have run out of stuff to talk about this band. I mean, I could sit here and like jizz all day over Sublime, but I'm not gonna. You don't want to hear me say that. You wanna hear these honorable mentions. That's what you want to do. So first up, Revolution, newer band, obviously hella influenced by Sublime. Some would say a little too influenced. No, I'm just kidding. Amazing band, man. Revolution's good. Never seen them, but you know, honestly, they've kind of fallen off a little bit. But like, you know, it's just what happens. Some could say the same about me. No, I'm just kidding. 311, man. I have seen them, and they're great. Way better than like I first like thought. You know, first song I heard by them was like Sunset in July, and then like I worked my way back basically into like their like older hits, and I was like, oh, this band's actually pretty good. Not top 10. I mean, no, definitely not top 10. Not top 20 material. More like, I'd say like, well, you know, I don't rank them too high. I'd say like 70s. I'd put 311. Next is Slightly Stupid. Man, I love this band. I've seen these guys too, and like they're just, I don't know, man. They just go hard. Love their sound. Haven't really deep dive into them though, so I can't really give a full opinion. Probably rank them like closer to like the 90s. Not gonna be honest. Revolution. I didn't say that. Revolution's probably like the 50s. Yeah, I know, that's crazy, right? Big influence, man. Found them through like Pandora, Algorithm. Me, Nate Hunt. Love that shit. Good times for reggae. Yeah, man, reggae music. It's kind of crazy. I had such a weird experience with reggae because I was just kind of introduced to it like through like, I don't know, through like TV and like movies and like, I don't know however else you would hear reggae. But then like, you know, Nathan and Hunter, like, you know, they got me way more into it, and I was like, whoa. I was like, this there's like way more layers to like reggae. Like, yeah, there's like roots reggae and like Bob Marley, and I love all that. But man, when they mix like rock with reggae, that's just like that's my jam right there, man. That's my freaking jam. When it's done so well too, and it doesn't sound cheesy or like, you know, too bland or like boring or like generic, you know, that's like, there's really only one other reggae band on the top 20 list, not including Real Big Fish and the ska wave, because that doesn't really, I wouldn't really consider them reggae. They're ska. It's like a totally different, like, it's like a totally different thing. Like, I don't know. It is kind of the same, but it's just like, nah, it's different. And they can blend, but it's like, they're just different, man. Reggae is good, all right? If you think reggae is not good, then I'm sorry. You're just not cultured enough. Oh, man. Yeah, when did I get into reggae? I mean, it was obviously like somewhere in like middle school, but I never really got into it until like high school. I remember telling my dad I was gonna go see a reggae band, and he was like, "What? Reggae?" He was like, "Oh, okay." he was like shocked and like not like depressed, but like kind of like, I don't know, weirded out. It was always weird, man. I always tried to tell him about music, and then he just like never really like budged. I feel like I didn't really try to get him into like anything like that I knew he wouldn't like. But I was like, dude, come on. There's some good reggae music, and it sounds like rock and roll. Like, what are you doing? Nah, man, whatever. Focus on the happy, man. Like Sublime. Sublime's just a happy band, man. At least I feel like pumped up when I'm like listening to them. Like my mood is better. Their songs might not be like amazing. All right, hold on. I'm derailing. I gotta talk about one song in particular, and that song is "Date Rape," man. This song is so good, and yet, they're so bold for putting this song out, man. The end of the chorus, bro. Like, bro, if someone heard that out of context, they would like hate this band. They'd be like, "Oh, fuck this band. Like, I'm never listening to this shit," you know. But it's just like, bro, this is like easily like probably their best song. I'm gonna say it's their best song, most memorable. With What I Got in Santeria like being like right behind, but like singing a song about like date rape in this situation, bro. It's just like I don't know. It's just so powerful, man. Something about it. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. It's amazing. God, guys, please go listen to 40 Ounces to Freedom, man. It's such a good album. Even the songs that like aren't even like the big hitters, man. Like 40 Ounces to Freedom, like that's not like, that doesn't come to everyone's mind, but it's, you know, it's a great song. Even the first song, Waiting for My Ruka, is great, man. Scarlet Begonias, DJs, Chica Mi Tipo. Right, okay, hold on. I gotta talk about one other thing before I go to listening into Right Back, go right into What Happened. That's gotta be one of the best, like, song goes into another song on an album. Like, the flow there is just like, you like kind of are like, all right, what's happening? And then you're just like brought right into what happened. And dude, it blows my mind every time still. It just gets me like, oh my God, dude. I can't even describe it. There's one song on here too that I'm going to put in this new game I'm working on. Side by side with Drew. Not official title, but it's called the What Year game. You're supposed to guess what year the song came out, and I play like a 30-second clip of a song. You know, it's in development. Talking with Wabam Studios right now about possibly getting like a slot. I can't keep this up. I hope it happens though. This is a really fun game. People seem to really like it, and like, I don't know. It's just kind of random because I find stuff that just like you would never guess. But there's one song on here that I know like I could fry Drew on, because Drew thinks he's pretty good at the game, but I'm like, nah, you would never guess this one, dude. I won't tell you which one it is because, you know, Drew might listen to this and he might be like, "Buh." He'd be like, I know that one, and like write it down like on his like hand for like the next round. It is on 40 Ounces to Freedom, but there's one part, man, that just like out of context, you're like, dude, you would have never guessed the year or the band or the genre. You'd be like, this is like, I don't know. I think I've run out of time, to be honest. Yeah, man. This is it's a pretty good episode. I'm very tired right now. It is, let me check the time. 4:44. That's creepy. Wait a minute. Why is it that the time? Oh my god. I have got to go to bed now. You ever look at, hold on, yeah, before I go, you ever look at like you ever look at like a certain time when you like check your phone and like you're like, why is it like always this time when I check my phone? Or like you get like a weird feeling from like the numbers or some shit. The numbers, Mason. You know, I don't know. I am literally about to pass out, man. Ugh. What happened, bro? I smoked 2 joints. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways. Yeah, number 14, Sublime, guys. I'm sorry this episode was so like crazy, man. I'm just like really tired. I should record these like earlier. But that's not the dark mode spirit. If you're not recording at 3 a.m., it's not a dark mode podcast, man. It's a light mode, and that's not real. Yeah, I'll leave a link to the Essential Sublime playlist by yours truly. It's literally just those 3 albums, though. That's all it is. You can just listen to all of it. Almost 4 hours goes by like nothing, and you feel like, I don't know, feel like you want to start a riot. I mean, don't start a riot. Oh, what's next? Wait, that's it. Yeah.